In the world of military aviation, few names inspire as much respect as the F-15 Eagle. Born in the crucible of the Cold War, this jet redefined what it meant to control the skies. With a perfect combat record and unmatched air superiority, the F-15 has become a legend among fighter aircraft. But what made the Eagle so dominant, and how has it remained relevant for nearly half a century? The McDonnell Douglas F-15 Eagle is an American jet fighter designed for one purpose: to achieve and maintain air superiority. First flown on July 27, 1972, and entering service with the United States Air Force in 1976, the Eagle was a response to the growing threat posed by advanced Soviet fighters. With its twin engines, powerful radar, and heavy missile armament, the F-15 quickly established itself as one of the most formidable fighters of the late 20th century. Over the years, it has evolved into numerous variants, but its core mission has always remained the same: to dominate the skies. The F-15's story begins in the late 1960s, when the United States Air Force recognized the need for a new air superiority fighter. The Vietnam War had exposed the limitations of existing aircraft, and intelligence reports suggested that the Soviet Union was developing advanced fighters like the MiG-25 Foxbat. In 1967, the Air Force issued a requirement for a dedicated air superiority fighter, leading to the Fighter Experimental, or FX, program. Several manufacturers competed, but McDonnell Douglas won the contract in December 1969. Their design emphasized speed, agility, and survivability, with a focus on outclassing any potential adversary. The first prototype took to the skies in 1972, and after extensive testing, the F-15A entered operational service in 1976. The Eagle would go on to form the backbone of American air defense for decades, with later variants adapted for new roles and exported to key allies. The F-15 is an all-metal, twin-engine fighter with a distinctive twin-tail design. Its airframe is optimized for high speed and maneuverability, with large, swept wings and a high thrust-to-weight ratio. The original F-15A and F-15C models are single-seat fighters, while some later strike variants, such as the F-15E Strike Eagle, feature a second crew member. The Eagle is powered by two afterburning turbofan engines, giving it the ability to accelerate to speeds over Mach 2.5. Its advanced avionics suite includes a powerful radar system, allowing it to detect, track, and engage enemy aircraft at long ranges. The aircraft's structure is robust, enabling it to withstand the stresses of high-G maneuvers and combat operations. The combination of speed, agility, and advanced electronics made the F-15 a formidable opponent from the moment it entered service. At the heart of the F-15's combat effectiveness is its weapons and sensor suite. The Eagle was the first U.S. fighter designed from the outset for air superiority, and its armament reflects this focus. Early models carried a mix of AIM-7 Sparrow radar-guided missiles, AIM-9 Sidewinder infrared-guided missiles, and a 20mm M61 Vulcan cannon for close-in dogfights. Later upgrades added the AIM-120 AMRAAM, a modern beyond-visual range missile. The F-15's radar, initially the APG-63, gave it the ability to track multiple targets at long distances, even in challenging environments. Later variants received improved radars, electronic warfare systems, and the ability to carry precision-guided munitions for strike missions. The F-15E Strike Eagle, for example, can deliver a wide range of air-to-ground weapons, transforming the Eagle into a true multi-role platform. But at its core, the F-15 remains a master of air-to-air combat, with a kill ratio that is unmatched in modern aerial warfare. The F-15 has seen extensive combat since its introduction. It first proved itself in the Middle East, where Israeli Air Force Eagles achieved dozens of air-to-air kills without suffering a single loss. The Gulf War in 1991 marked the F-15's combat debut with the U.S. Air Force, where it quickly established air superiority over Iraq, downing numerous enemy fighters. F-15s also participated in operations over the Balkans, enforcing no-fly zones and engaging hostile aircraft. In the Iraq War and subsequent conflicts, the Eagle continued to demonstrate its effectiveness, both in air-to-air and, with the F-15E, air-to-ground roles. Throughout its service, the F-15 has maintained an extraordinary combat record, with over 100 confirmed aerial victories and no losses in air-to-air combat as of the early 2020s. Its reputation as an undefeated air superiority fighter is unmatched. The F-15's success can be attributed to several key strengths. Its high thrust-to-weight ratio gives it exceptional acceleration and climb performance, allowing it to outmaneuver most adversaries. The Eagle's powerful radar and avionics provide superior situational awareness and targeting capability. Its large payload capacity enables it to carry a diverse array of weapons, from long-range missiles to precision-guided bombs. The F-15 was designed from the start for air superiority, resulting in a fighter that excels in both speed and agility. Its reliability and combat record have made it a trusted asset for the U.S. Air Force and allied nations. Even decades after its introduction, upgraded F-15s remain relevant against modern threats, thanks to continuous improvements in avionics, weapons, and survivability. Despite its impressive capabilities, the F-15 is not without limitations. Its large size and powerful engines make it a visible and expensive aircraft to operate. Unlike newer stealth fighters, the F-15 was not designed with radar evading features, making it more detectable to advanced enemy air defenses. The Eagle also requires a robust maintenance and support infrastructure, which can limit its operational flexibility in austere environments. As adversaries develop more advanced fighters and air defense systems, the F-15 faces increasing challenges in contested airspace. While upgraded variants have addressed many of these issues, the basic airframe design dates back to the early 1970s, and some roles have been taken over by newer platforms like the F-22 Raptor and F-35 Lightning II. For historical context, the F-15 Eagle should be read as a product of a specific requirement, not as an isolated machine. It was built by McDonnell Douglas for United States, with the intended role of air superiority fighter. Its first flight is recorded as July 27, 1972, and its service entry is recorded as 1976 with the U.S. Air Force. Those dates matter because they place the aircraft inside the technology, doctrine, budget pressure, and threat assumptions of its era. The technical story also depends on how the airframe connected structure, propulsion, systems, and crew workload. Key recorded details include crew, 1 pilot on F-15A divided by C, 2 on some strike variants, engine, 2 afterburning turbofan engines, structure, twin-tail all-metal fighter with high thrust-to-weight design, weapons, AM-7, AM-9, AM-120 missiles and 20mm cannon, mission, air superiority, interception, and later multi-role strike variants. In practical terms, an aircraft is never just an engine or a wing. Range, speed, radar, sensors, targeting equipment, weapons, avionics, fuel capacity, maintenance access, and mission planning all decide whether the design can do useful work repeatedly. The operational record of the F-15 Eagle is tied to Middle East conflicts, Gulf War, Balkans operations, Iraq War. Those examples show how the aircraft performed away from brochures and test figures. Combat service, patrol work, reconnaissance, training, deterrence, and deployment tempo all reveal different truths. A design that looks strong on paper still depends on crews, spare parts, weather, basing, intelligence, rules of engagement, and the ability to return for another sortie. The main strength of the F-15 Eagle was high thrust-to-weight ratio, powerful radar and missile load, designed from the start for air superiority. That strength did not mean perfection. It meant the aircraft gave commanders a useful answer to a real problem. The best way to judge it is to ask what mission it made easier, what earlier limitation it solved, and whether operators kept trusting it after the first years of service. The main weakness and limitation of the F-15 Eagle was large and expensive, not stealthy by modern standards, requires strong support and maintenance infrastructure. Its later status is best summarized as original variants retired or upgraded while later F-15 variants remain active. Every military aircraft eventually needs newer sensors, newer missiles, changed budgets, aging structures, and different doctrine. That is why the final verdict has to balance reputation against evidence, what the aircraft promised, what it actually delivered, and what it cost to keep useful. The F-15 Eagle stands as one of the most successful fighter aircraft in history. Its perfect air-to-air combat record, adaptability, and longevity are testaments to its groundbreaking design. While some original variants have been retired or upgraded, modernized F-15s continue to serve with the U.S. Air Force and allied nations, ensuring the Eagle's legacy endures. As aviation technology advances, the F-15 remains a symbol of American airpower and engineering excellence. For more stories from the history of military aviation, subscribe to our channel and join us as we explore the aircraft that shaped the skies.